and very powerful with them. It's 3 players from Astralis towards the top of middle for now, smoking towards short and window. And they have got players in the B apartments and A ramp as well as watching those flanks.
Smoke in the window. dupreeh and Kerrigan working together to clear connector. There's a smoke at the top of it as well, though, so they'll just sit patient. It's mid-control that they're ultimately after in this situation, and it's attacker that could try and prevent it. But he's not feeling bold in this case, as the AKs are just going to rip E and DD apart. Not only that, somebody gets caught. Pretty straightforward. Astralis playing this tactically.
Well then, Captain Mo, fancy one, the last players remaining. Not much they can do here with 1 minute remaining, and Zipex, he's going to get headshot here as Captain spots him, but at this point his teammates are surrounding him, and there it is. Captain Mo finds one, but taken down in the end. And now it's just Fancy One, who's actually in towards Palace today. So this round's over, and Astralis managed to negate the force buy of TyLoo, which is definitely a scary factor every time you know it's coming.
Yeah. Well, it's perhaps the only moment of stilled waters we've seen so far. As we wait for the first gun in the second half, and I imagine it'll explode again. So too will this bomb in this round for Astralis. And I forget the bracket that they lined up, but it gets no easier from here for either of these teams out of this group.
Lovely looking stage. That effect is pretty tremendous, I have to say.
Hasn't scared you like Malmo with the real explosions?
No, that's the real explosion. That's the one that always made me jump out of my seat. This one's a little bit tamer. Just looks very nice, which I can appreciate.
So Flaren did warn you.
He did. You should have listened. 9-8. Astralis looking to tie things up here. It's the round where TyLoo can't justify purchasing much more than some PT50s. Fancy's got a CZ, and they were stacking towards the A site here.
Oh, and this is too much to handle. We've lost our signal. I've lost mine at least. I don't know if the observers entirely. Maybe it's just our monitors. Device, he'll take Fancy. I'll assume you all at home can see, because if you can, it's still a situation that favors Astralis right now, as it's going to be Device left with the UMP, just 6 HP to work with, and they're rotating back around with these pistols toward the B site. They're anticipating that it's going to be an attack on that position, but trying to stack it up early may not pay off. Bombs rotating back through T spawn and production. I would very much love for you to come make my monitors work again, as I can tell the observer's still active based on the stage, but it's going to be DD. And Kerrigan goes down at his hand, so the pistol's getting one back. Watch the inner push from dupreeh, though. He's got Captain Mo back. And it is going to be Kirby follows up, but this position inside of Palace will protect him as bomb goes down. And although they're low, specifically DD, or excuse me, Device in this situation, DD's not going to be able to find much at all from the MP7. And it will go 9-9 as expected, but now the guns will come up. Oh, our screens are back. I like it.
There we go.
I was casting off the stage for a while.
Oh, we're back now. You didn't miss much. It was a couple of kills in favor of TyLoo, and it was a full eco for them anyway, so it's okay. It wasn't a tense situation. 9-9, no, this is. As Astralis have tied things up, I want to see what kind of play style TyLoo will bring into it. Just, if you missed it, they like to play 2 rifles towards short and be going very aggressive. It's very unorthodox. This time, they actually do have a different setup of it as well, when they have the 2 towards A ramp as well. We did see this before against Navi, so it's not the aggressive short play. Although DD, he's there by himself looking for a kill.
Playing on the edge of this smoke. He's going to spray through. He's got the silenced M4. Unfortunately, his teammates don't have the same positioning or luck as they go down. Both to dupreeh, who once again on entries has been absolutely on point for Astralis. That Molotov just expands beyond the edge of the box, and Mo's going to be flushed back towards CT spawn with that AWP. Lucky not to get caught as well without a smoke to cover his movements, but it's a 2 versus 4 on Astralis. It was TyLoo's CT side that ripped apart Navi. They're not giving them a chance to get that rolling, because first gun round, and it's looking like TyLoo are already going to have to go for the save. In fact, they are going to go for the save, no question about it.
Yeah, it's dupreeh that cracks that bomb side open once again. We've talked about his entry form. A lot of players have been complimenting him on social media, saying that he looks absolutely godlike right now, and he delivers once again here. 2 kills on the A site, and the CTs have no option but to save. It's quite impressive to find those 2 kills, but Captain Mo, the last player, remains as he rotates off towards the B bomb site. And actually in the B apartments right now, he'll be holding with his AWP. But he is being hunted down. dupreeh and Kerrigan sandwiching him in. I don't think he'll be surviving this. He might get 1 kill. Tries to land it, but he can't. And there it is, Kerrigan Finds the final head of TyLoo, and they take the lead once again. 10K in the hands of Device as well. The money's starting to swell, and looks like TyLoo will be on an eco this round.
And took the AWP
and
getting
took
that
the
last
AWP.
kill.
A lot of,
Thank you very much.
benefits.
Zonic with his tribute to Fallen and perhaps wishing farewell.
With a t-shirt.
Yeah.
A t-shirt says a lot. I'll give you that.
Come on, it's like people wearing, like when Freakazoid had the Heart Paris on his hat.
That was more relevant at the time.
Listen,
to be fair.
we're all a family here.
Yep.
And we've got to support Fur in his time of recovery.
Okay, fair enough. Get well soon, Fur.
Because Showtime doesn't know basic CS.
Whoa, yes.
I didn't say it.
I know you didn't. Easy quote, guys.
Yeah. Well, hopefully things come to a calmer way over for the SK guys, and hopefully they can resolve that. But now we've got, as you say, a timeout coming through.
Yes, and this is a chance for TyLoo to work out what their approach is. Astralis with the lead now, 10-9. We haven't seen that aggressive play towards shorts. We discussed the idea, was that set up and designed just to take down Navi? We haven't seen them employ it yet, but losing that first gun round means they are going to be onto a partial buy this time. CZs and a 5-7. Make it 4 CZs. As the timer ticks down, we're back into it. So you'd assume Astralis will know the situation and what the money lies for the Chinese squad. Carrigan on the AWP, like you said, and Device seems to be loving his SMG throughout this campaign. On the third map here, he'll be picking up the UMP to boss his way into the B side, just past the smoke there, and try and find the first kill.
And we've got Device. Took me a minute to realize if we were not live or we were, as we lost game sound for a moment, but that quick Molotov off toward the van to try and push anyone out. It's going to be Attacker that goes back in toward Device in the B site, and as they get spotted up, it's going to be damage that goes against Attacker, and pretty much that's it. And Device finds him again with the UMP from window. That should start to favor off toward a B push as he goes into the site and realizes it's a stack on A, and their best chance is just to bring that bomb down toward that position and plant it, get it over with, and take a 2-round lead. With 11 rounds total, it's by no means done and dusted. TyLoo's on this CT side, but they've definitely taken an economic advantage, especially if they can keep all the rifles up. They can let Device go on the charge to find anyone else here.
4 players remain, and with a B bomb site completely open here, somebody just rotating towards kitchen. This is a pretty simple equation for Astralis to solve, as they do realize the other site's open. Somebody's there. Kitchen does find 1 kill, though. Can't manage to salvage a weapon as Debris takes him down, and Kiabi doing some serious work there with a double kill as well. Just DD remains, and he's got a lot of work to do here. Just the CZ in hand and body armor, and he's dealt with Debris to finish things off. 11-9 now. Astralis starting to get quite a commanding lead here as we go into round number 21. 5K across the board. Definitely an opportunity to get the AWPs out. It will be Captain Mo. Hit a little bit more. He gets the head armor as well.
Astralis looking the form on the back of Dupree's entries, very much a part of it. And this man's leadership, let's not discount Carrigan. And already, and we're not seeing it, we're on his face. He's got the face of an opponent down. It's going to be a start that takes down Captain Mo. Flash over from Fancy. He'll try and rotate back around and cover off this mid-control from window, including the AWP as he drops the M4. We know these guys can all op. We've seen them pick up ops from the 4 on overpass and make them work. It's not even a secondary op position in that sense. It's just whoever can get to it first. Quick Molotov by Attacker by design. It seems odd, but it's on the inside of the smoke, so if they push through it, they take damage on the way, but Kierby comes up connector, and Attacker doesn't spot him in time to react. Will allow Astralis in the site once more, a 2-man advantage. This is not looking well. TyLoo cannot find these opening picks, as they could against Navi. They haven't gone for that catwalk aggression either, by the way, so maybe that was a response to Navi. His Device, he'll take down DD. Fancy. Luck shot through smoke. Get out with that AWP. Try and get away. Try and save it. But guess what? You got to confront Carrigan, and he's got you. But in turn, oh yes, money gained. He'll go down. AWP will not be carried over. Take your pick on what was more important. I'd say Device likely had him regardless with that positioning, but he gets some money for the knife. But they're not playing that aggressive style that we saw. They're definitely not doing it as they did to Navi.
It's certainly different. You're absolutely right there. So maybe the discussion we had before the game, maybe that was absolutely true. This is quite a traditional setup from them. They're not doing anything particularly special. It's the AWP with the window, which Carrigan took down at the start of the round. And we have another eco here. Partial buy for TyLoo, as they actually are maximum loss winners. It's currently 6-0 here, Matt. We said the TyLoo CT side, that's when they'll come into their own, and that's when they'll dominate potentially.
Oh, this is clever. Somebody's going very aggressive. Kirby's looking at it, but he's gone down. The UMP works, and somebody just says, I'm already spraying. I'm going wild. I'm going to turn back toward the kitchen where somebody goes with a pistol and take that back. It's the AK, rather, as Captain Mo tried to find the kill, but this is now a two-man advantage. TyLoo do get aggressive. Not on Catwalk, of course, but aggressive nonetheless.
It was Carrigan waiting for that play as well, but it's not over just yet. Fancy with the CZ makes it a 4-on-2. Device takes him down, and now it's up to him. They still have the bomb in their possession as he makes it towards CT spawn.
And they'll get a plant out of this with rifles 2 aside. Even though the manpower resides in the favor of TyLoo, they can try and get these post plants down. Watch this smoke. Somebody's low. Nade out. Oh, that's so close. Device, he's managed to conceal himself back in it, and somebody can't find the angle. It's a flash through. Device, he's going to push, but he knows he's got to be on the garbage can. He can't find him. Device is smart enough. You won't fool him by that simple play, and now it's a problem as numbers fade away, but it is just Device. 20 HP, sprays through, hits one on Didi. Oh, his second shot, they're so low, it's Mo, down to 22, and they're going to try and push, jump over, attacker. Oh, he's spraying an attacker, and oh no, he's lost his ammo. He's out of ammo, and Device, he just sits and sprays. A chance shot hits the second player completely by fluke. And they fumble, they fall apart.
Unbelievable. Device up against it. A difficult round, a huge round.
I lost my voice entirely on
it
that
was
one.
Crazy from start to finish. The fact that TyLoo had got 2 kills from underpass, Carrigan waiting for the push no less, comes down to a 1 versus 3, and Device, he finds a very, very important round for them. 13-9, the double orb setup comes in for TyLoo. And once again, these tight rounds delivering so much excitement here. Another fast play from Astralis Sober. Captain Mo, this time he's ready for it. Orb and connector finds the first kill on Dupree.
20 HP. I mean, we saw a play like that from Fancy in the first half, but that one was even more bizarre with the luck shot through. Kerrigan, rather, again, confused by these Ks. It's Kirby, rather. And we'll find attacker. But Captain Mo has pulled one back this time with DWP, and now Fancy and Didi get aggressive. They're starting to show signs of what they had against Navi as it's down to just Kerrigan and Mo.
Okay.
He'll make up for it. They make up for the last round. But it's just a single, and look at the money still on this Astralis side. I'm afraid that has the money for the CTs right now. Well, not great. Well, so they'll have one more, but that's it.
That's the first round we've picked up here for TyLoo in the second half. The scoreline 7-1 after that tremendous effort from Device. Double orb setup seems to be where they're going with this one now to actually try and pick up some more. It's worked out there, but this was the play. You're absolutely right. This second kill through the box. No, it was the next one, wasn't it?
Yeah, but watch this. Look, sprays, boom.
No way.
Mo walks into it. Oh, my God. And I have to see the ammo from his... he had to have been out. He's not going to be dumb enough to go for a knife there.
Well, the thing is, he had no kit, right? So he had to get the kill right then, right there. Because if he'd have got the reload and waited any longer, the defuse wasn't possible. Well, the first kill has come in. We've missed it, but Carrigan has gone down. It's to the hands of somebody this time, and this orb setup seems to be working out for them. We didn't see this before against Navi, I have to say. It was more about the rifles and being very mobile and actually attacking towards mid, and another great shot from Mo. Takes down Device. He was trying to lurk in towards a Tetris area. 5-on-3, and the bomb's still in the hands of Zipex.
So that round from Device was great and all, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Astralis, yeah, they steal that one back. We've got a double op setup coming out for TyLoo, and Captain Mo is very impressive CT side op.
Yeah,
and we're seeing signs of it. He's just gotten a kill here. He had 2 last round, and they've got a 2-man advantage to work with. Astralis' money, their bank account's going to be chiseled at.
Yeah, they still have enough for one more buy, but after that, they're done. But it's 5-on-3. The crowd's starting to come to life here. They can detect who are they cheering for? Who's the home favorites?
They're standing in front of Astralis, and I don't know if they're trying to distract them and taunt them, or they're cheering for them.
They must be cheering them on. As we know, Carrigan loves the crowd, right? That's the whole situation. But Astralis now do find a kill in return. That's Captain Mo, like you said. Very impressive on his CT sides, and it's going to be a fancy one. With in return, takes him down. 4-on-2, and Zipex and Dupree with 20 seconds remaining.
I think the reason they've gathered in front of the stage as such is because at the end of the game they want autographs immediately, but Zipex is going to take down TD Fancy. Get Zipex immediately back, so we're not done. It's a 1 versus 2. Dupree picks up bomb. AWP's gone off of Mo. Somebody's elected to go for the FAMAS, and he's going to get him in the middle of the plant. 2 seconds. He had to commit to it. And TyLoo's going to bring this to 11. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's still money enough. Yeah, yes. Definitely money enough on the T side to pull out one more buy.
This will be the last one, though. That's 2 rounds in a row, so this will cost them everything they've got.
And there you go. You can see the corral of people waiting for this to end to get autographs.
Yeah, maybe you're right. That might be the reason. But they seem pretty pumped up as well. But here we go. Then round number 25, the single orb setup this time. Captain Mo, somebody not going to be taking that weapon once again. And it's going to be TyLoo now actually getting 2 rounds in a row. Their first 2 of this half. It's going to take 2 more, though, to actually tie things up. This is a big one. If they can find this, they almost certainly will, because Astralis won't have much money to play with.
Kerrigan just waiting. He's going to get the flash out over top of Dupree. He peeks on top of that. No, he's going to just look toward ladder. It'd be a long step for him to take to hope that someone's still blinded up when he arrives. Meanwhile, it's all map control. I mean, this is it. TyLoo, that was we now know. Well done, TyLoo. You knew you were going to play Navi. You designed a 6-map veto.
You're right.
You took it to Mirage, and you counter-stratted the shit out of Navi because you pushed Catwalk with 3 players at times. They've yet to do that against Astralis because look how much mid-control they've had time and time again. And I'm a bit surprised not that they don't throw a curveball and go back to it here. It could work, but look, we still got a game, and TyLoo's still in this. If they win this one, they'll finally break the bank of Astralis, who have an AWP in the hands of Kerrigan, trying to find toward the van. Dupree starting it off again. Entry kills. Impressive, that AWP raining out, though. It's going to give DD the chance. He nearly lines it back up, and there we go. Mo, we know he's effective, but he's only got 1 this time. He's gone down as he gets caught out inside of the site. It's Attacker to find the kill back, but this is on to A. Forget the activity toward B. It's going to be a plant, a Molotov to hold them back. Xyp9x will get the gun in position to defend as well, and the bomb's going to go down planted toward A main. They're down a man, but they've got lots of time to get a post-plant position on this. They're not going to take it, you know. They're going to fight forward. They're going to be unorthodox about this. So CT Stairs, if they start to get this information, this is going to be very hard for Astralis. The good news is Attacker, who's heading this direction, 15 HP, great shot. Now they start to play off of each other. Somebody spots Device, but he's going to peek this out. He's got the advantage of the box and the lack of awareness from exactly where the second man is, and Astralis pulls it back. 14-11. They're that much closer.
Another massive round there. TyLoo looked like they did just enough. We saw Attacker find that 1 kill, but it wasn't enough as he fell back towards CT spawn. He didn't have the HP to work with here, and Astralis, they bring it within touching distance now of series point. The money's in. TyLoo, not with the best buy, a Scout, a CZ, and a UMP. There are 2 M4s available, and we see them do much more with much less.
That was dropped by Fancy. Hit 7,700. He bought out full. They're all in on this round.
Okay, then they want to deny the series point here. I guess at this stage you probably have to. Forcing for overtime with 4 rounds in hand is going to be a horrible situation there. This is pretty much it, Matt. Next round, they get $1,900. If Astralis can pick this one up and negate the aggression of the Chinese side, they've done it. They've made it to the playoffs. And this is such a crazy game so far. To say this is just for the playoffs, it feels like so much more.
Oh, I mean, so too did that best of 1 with Navi. This group. Attacker, he's the poor man with just the pistol. But if he finds a kill fast enough at the top, oh no, Mo, that's a problem. Gets caught this time by Device, who uses the smoke to his advantage. It's not a battle he's lost too often while they've got money, but this time on rifles, they can't find it, and Fancy's going to have to play this pretty much solo as Attacker has to sit close angle at the top of connector. He can't afford to rotate over and support. He doesn't have the gun to do it from the distance. It's all Fancy at this front of the site. And now we see if this CZ's going to work here, B. Getting ready for the pop flash. Go now, Attacker, if you're going, because he's not going to have the gun drawn, but he baits it. It was a smoke toward jungle instead, and he looks away. It's going to be perfect as Fancy can't find the kill. Astralis, a 4 versus 2. It's a UMP and an M4 as DD. He's been damn impressive, but he's caught in the open. Astralis are looking for map points and a broken economy of TyLoo. They'll find 15-11.
They've pretty much done it at this point. Like I said, the money is in ruins for TyLoo. 2K across the board average. Nothing to work with, and 1 round required from the Danes to finish this one off and book themselves a place in the playoffs. The force buy comes in at UMP, CZs, and Captain Mo, he's only got a 5-7. All to play for now. This is it. Can TyLoo do anything with this? Fancy one's going aggressive towards Palace. Looking for that first pick, but surely Astralis aren't going to give anything away as an exchange. Damage dealt. And Fancy's gone down to 56, and there it is. Xyp9x finding the first of 5, but in return, Attacker brings it down to the 4-4.
And we're not done yet. Attacker, as he pushes forward to grab that AK as well. They'll know he's in Palace. It's a question, does he stay there and try and hold them off in the post plant or prevent them from coming to A or rotate away? Because losing a member at B, they've got to go more passive on their defense. So he's already left Palace. He's gone back towards CT Stairs. And they're going to put 2 men in B with a boost, which may allow them to leave just 1 member in that site if they can get clever enough. I really wanted to see more of the catwalk aggression from TyLoo.
We haven't seen it once. That's the crazy thing. We thought it was this new style that no one has seen before. We were calling it the kind of Asian flair, but it was just an anti-strap of the looks thing. They haven't done it once here.
I'm surprised they haven't at least thrown it in. And I wonder if they thought that they in turn would get counter-stratted by doing it. But here we go. Pistol for Captain Mo. A little bit of a peek. He's got some information, but it's attacker on that AK. He goes early. No trigger discipline, but he gets the trade, Mo. And now it's the AK back in the hands of the CTs with the man advantage. And 2 UMPs to watch that bomb, but look in front of the site. Look at that X-ray. Device is lurking. No. And DD's got no idea where they are. Kierby in here going to find him information. They've got the crossfire set. UMP, he's got to hit these shots. He's out of ammo. He's going to be low as he gets peeked. In turn from Kierby. And hurry up, DD. Or rather, somebody get to your teammate and give him support because somebody's bleeding out. He's on 16, but he's caught Kierby, and it is going to be pulled back from TyLoo on perfect timing.
That was it, the perfect opportunity for Astralis to end things right here, right now, but somehow with 2 UMPs and losing the first kill as well, TyLoo have done it. The crossfires, the close-range weaponry as well works in their favor, and it's DD just completely avoiding everything he could. Finds that 1 kill and just stays alive long enough for his teammate to make a distraction. And there's a force buy from Astralis. Interesting. Didn't necessarily have to do this. They had a lot to play with in terms of rounds in the back, but I guess they don't want to allow the CT economy to build up. They want to reset it. Well, not even reset it. They want to attack it while it's weak. And 3 AKs and Tech 9s could be enough.
The one thing I could say that if they counter-stratted Navi, and we know their coach puts long hours into the night watching demos, is maybe they didn't feel the necessity to contest mid-control. Maybe they didn't think Astralis was going to try and take it from them that much. Just theorizing, but right now it's going to be somebody window with a boost coming up. He jumps down. Why does he jump? That gives Dupree not only a kill on the Tech 9 and M4 to work with now. That complements the array of AK-47s that they have. Man advantage, it's 4 rifles aside, plus device on a Tech 9.
That was nuts. What the hell was that play? You don't need to commit like that. Now then, Astralis, with the recovered rifle, as you said, have a firm advantage here. Time to play with. A couple of smokes as well. Surely this is it now. Finish this one off.
Kerrigan just waiting. Device is drawn to the Molotov. They're going to execute on this A-site. Bomb's getting closer, and it's going to be with the help of Connector, which makes it overwhelming inside, but it's just 1 for Fancy. He can't add to the tally. And Fancy, look at how much bullets are pushing onto him. He knows he's lost his teammate now beside him. This is looking good, Astralis. They've stolen it. They've got this. There's no way DD can do anything about it. And Astralis, a jump out the window. Did he press it by accident? Did he try and get the peak? I don't know, but a questionable play, and Astralis are making the playoffs.
The arena erupts. Denmark has done it. Astralis do go through to the playoffs. Up against it after the second map, we weren't so sure. It was Train that TyLoo actually picked and ended up not picking up there, and then overpass going in the other direction. We knew Mirage was going to be a lot of fun, but as we explained, it wasn't any struggle we saw before. Quite a standard setup on the CT side, and Astralis are able to overcome it. An exciting game, the first half especially, full of clutches.
And credit to TyLoo as well, who again come over to international soil where they don't get the opportunity to play as much. We know they've had an opportunity and visas have prevented them, but putting up incredible numbers once more. A best of 3 they put right down to the wire. And it's, I mean, that's hats off to them. Good individual skill, and they show some team tactics in this one, especially against Navi. And you said it, Denmark has done it. All 3 Danish teams are now in the playoffs.
Crazy, right?
He said Sweden's the Counter-Strike capital of the world. Well, Fnatic's not here, granted. God Center struggling. Those
NIP
2 teams are diluted.
Playoffs.
NIP is there, but that's 1 of 3.
That's
You've got
true.
all 3 of the Denmark teams.
That's absolutely amazing. Astralis, after losing to Hero to kick things off, we thought it'd be another tournament played with horror. But a great result there, showing a lot of tenacity and able to fight back after some really difficult rounds to swallow. That's been the main thing here, keeping that mental fortitude after losing horrible situations against the Chinese side here.
And we're just waiting now for Astralis to gather their belongings and head out and join Steppen on stage. And I'll have a short interview in a minute. But I mean, again, TyLoo, I want to see these guys. I mean, if I've got to marry them myself and get them visas toward Canada, I want to see them in the West.
I think that we have to respect this powerful team because they are, Mirage especially, very nice. And also on the previous map, it seems that you can even be beat by them. What can you say about Chinese teams at all on this tournament special?
Like they play very aggressive, like just in your face. So it's very hard to play against them. They have a different play style than European teams and NA teams. So it's very different for us, and they caught us off guard.
Yeah, it's very interesting to watch the games with the participation of Chinese CSGO teams. Okay, what can you say about their skill? Because, okay, tactics, style, I understand, but what can you say about individual skill of these players?
They are crazy aimers. That's what they rely on. But they also rely on tactics, of course, but like they were so impressive in their aim, and that's why they won like the rounds, yeah.
Thanks, Josh. So you proceed further. It's very interesting, and you beat Navi. It was very nice and amazing. Maybe you will join this tournament, Grand Finals, and I wish you good luck with this task. Thank you. Thank you guys, and we will back to analyst desk after the short advertisement break.
Gaming bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2, make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO, guess the number of rounds in a certain match. Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
Getting tired of playing with the usual skins but don't have enough money to buy a new one? Get rich fast with CSGoFast.com. CSGoFast. It's a strong chance of winning in every game. Several rooms with different game modes. Daily, more than 1,000 games, 5,000 players, and 25,000 skins at stake. You don't need much in order to sweep the board.
Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and StarCraft 2, the largest contests in the history of esports. Among the national teams, World Electronic Sports Games, the World Championship with the total prize pool of $4.5 million. Registration for Europe and CIS regions is open. The finals will be held from October 6 to 9 in Kiev, Ukraine. Win your slot in the finals of the World Championship. Register right now.